This Odoo training video is prepared by Unicum ERP, a division of Easy to Learn company, and Odoo partner. If you need any Odoo support, please feel free to contact us. The Odoo ERP package here we are going to discuss is Odoo 17 Community Edition. In this video we shall discuss how to create a customer in Odoo 17. We can access the customer creation window from the sales module. Now, we have opened the sales module, and inside the sales module, under the orders you can find a menu called customers. So, open the customers, you can see all the previously created customers here. By clicking the new button, we can create a new customer. Here we have two options. It can either be an individual or a company. If it's an individual means he belongs to a company. So, we shall create a new person. Let it be Tom, and next here is an option called company name. Here you have to specify which company this individual belongs to. If you are choosing company means, you are going to create the particular company for the first time, so that is the only difference between individual and company. Anyway, time we are creating an individual, and here I'm choosing the company of Mr. Tom. So let it be Easy to Learn company. Now here is the contact details. All these details came from the parent company, that is, Easy to Learn company. Contact information of this company has been brought to the customer creation form. Now, you have to specify the VAT number or tax ID over here, and here you have the job position, so mention a job position for the person, so let it be accountant. Here you have the option to provide the phone number for that person, you have the mobile number, email, website, title and tags. So here you have to specify a website for this person. If he has any, then you can give it. And also you can give a title, that is what you are going to address that person. Here we have a predefined list with Dr., Madam, Miss, Mr. etc. You can select one from the list. And here you can specify the tags for this person, customer tags, which is basically used for easy identification of the customer. So you can give like B2B, VIP, consulting, etc., whatever it is. So, based on your scenario, you can choose the tag over here. Tags can be used to identify this person, and also we can filter based on these tags. So that's the tags under the customers. Now here you have the option to add contacts and addresses. That means, at a time, you can add multiple contacts for a single customer. I'll show you how to do that. For that, you can add it from here. Click on the add button and here comes the contact creation pop-up screen. Now you have this contact, the invoice address, the delivery address, follow-up address and other addresses, whatever your address is, you can choose. So, moving back. The next tab is Sales and Purchase. Here you have to give all the information regarding sales and purchase of this particular customer. So, here in the sales where you can specify the salesperson. Sales to this customer can be assigned to a particular salesperson. So, if you want to do that, means you can do that from here. Let it be administrator. And then you have the payment terms over here. So you can set a default pay for this person. Whether it's an immediate payment or a 15 days or 30 days, whatever it is. You can choose a payment term for this person. So, this payment term will be used instead of the default one for sale order and customer invoices. That is, if you are mentioning 15 days and you are using this person inside a sale order, this payment terms will be taken there in that sale order. Now here, if you just take a look at the purchase section, you can see the buyer. As similar to the salesperson, we can set a buyer for the purchase module as well, corresponding to this customer. And then you have the payment terms for the purchase. That can be used in here, so which will be further used in the purchase order. Then you have the payment method. So this is actually the preferred payment method similar to the sales itself, if you check the help topic of this field. Then, this is used to filter bills by preferred payment methods to register payments in mass. Use cases can be create bank files for batch wires and check runs. Means, this is simply a payment method. That is how you're going to pay. You get from here, that is whether it's a manual payment or checks. By whatever it is, you can set it from here. And here comes the receipt reminder. If you set up this field, it will automatically send a confirmation email to the vendor X days before the expected receipt date, asking him to confirm the exact date. This is simply a confirmation email sent to the vendor. So there will be a date, and that is there will be an expected receipt date. So on or before that date you can send a confirm mail to that person, and the vendor will confirm it, and you can confirm that your payment or the receipt date is set. So that's the receipt reminder. If you want to enable it, you can simply check it here and specify how much days before this mail should be sent. Next, you can set up the supplier currency here. Now you have the point of sale, where you can set a barcode for this customer. Similarly, you have the fiscal information where you can set the fiscal position, so this is basically used for the tax calculation and all. And here you have the miscellaneous section where you have the reference. Now we shall move to Invoicing tab, Invoicing related settings for the customer. This is managed on the parent company. If you click on the parent company, it will redirect to parent company details page. In the Invoicing tab, you can add the bank accounts, you can set the bank and account number and some accounting entries which includes account receivable and account payable. So these accounts heads will be used when you are generating a sales invoice or purchase invoice. Now go back to the customer, so now we are in the invoicing section. Next is, you have the internal notes, so if you want to write any internal notes that can be written over here. Now let's see how to create a vendor. Creating new vendor in purchase is as same as creating a customer in sales. So, for that just open purchase, and when you come under orders you can see a menu vendors where we manage all our vendors. Here you can see some already created vendors with some details. Now let's create a new vendor by clicking on the new button. You can see a form where you can choose whether you're creating an individual or a company. Then if you're choosing individual, then you have to choose a company name the individual belongs to, otherwise you can direct provide the company. So we can provide the name of the individual, let it be John. And when you choose a company name, you can see automatically that company address and details are added here. Now, you have to specify the VAT number or tax ID over here. Then you can set other contact details like his job position, phone number, mobile, email, website, title and tags. Then here we can add contacts and addresses. So multiple contacts and addresses can be added for a vendor. Then you can also add sales and purchase related details for this vendor. For purchase you can choose a buyer from the list. Then, you can set payment terms. So if you have chosen 15 days, then within 15 days, the payment need to be given to the vendor. And here we can choose a payment method. Then, receipt reminder, which is used to automatically send confirmation email to the vendor some days before the expected receipt date. And here we can set supplier currency. So these details will be taken as default when you're creating a purchase order or request for quotation. In a similar way, we can set the sales details and point of sale details, and we can set a position. Then some miscellaneous information, and here we can add invoice details. So you can see invoicing related settings are managed on the parent company because we have set a company for our individual, and this company is already configured, and you can use the details that is set on the company. Here we can provide internal notes for the vendor. Thus, we went through the basic setup of creating customer and vendor in Odoo 17. Thank you.